We simply don't have the luxury to jump to conclusions. There has been considerable reporting that these two suspects are linked to the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. We have evidence that both suspects expressed interest in this group, but we have not definitively established any formal links to that organization or to any other group. Based on the available evidence, we believe that the two shooters were acting on their own.
Acting on their own. Then that would mean that the perpetrators were not Hebrew Israelites. But why would the president of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt, openly slander the African Israelite community? Is he a liar?
Well, what do I do? So the Anti-Defamation League, let's just step back. It's the oldest anti-hate organization in the United States. It was founded in 1913 after a Jewish man was lynched. He'd been falsely accused of a crime, wrongly convicted, and ultimately the mob tore him from his jail and they hung him from a tree.
Well, that's not true. You see, when the ADL was founded in 1913, the Ashkenazi Jewish man, Leo Frank, wasn't lynched yet. In fact, he wasn't lynched until 2 years later on August 17th, 1915. So why would Jonathan Greenblatt lie about the reason the ADL was founded? This is something that every single black person needs to know. You need to know why the ADL was founded and when. You see, it was founded less than 1 month after the racist Ashkenazi Jew Leo Frank and his racist defense team made the following statement about Negroes.
The thing that arises in this case to fatigue my indignation is that men born of such parents should believe the statement of Connie against the statement of Frank. Who is Connie? Who was Connie as he used to be? And as you have seen, he was a dirty, filthy, black, drunken, lying nigger. Black knows it. Stars knows that.
Deny Breath, Leo Frank's organization. This marked the beginning of the ADL and the beginning of one of the most violent stretches of history for the so-called Negro outside of slavery. And the question everyone should ask is why?
Just to chase a buck, just to chase a buck, just to chase a buck.
Just like Louis B. Mayer made a buck off the racist film Birth of a Nation,
just to chase a buck,
which was credited with the revitalization of the Ku Klux Klan,
just to chase a buck,
who then directly massacred hundreds of Negroes across the country.
Just to chase a buck.
Or just like Al Jolson, who made a buck from donning the racist blackface,
just to chase a buck, just to chase a buck,
perpetuating racist tropes against the Negro community. These bucks, drenched in hate, were then donated to the ADL. As the following reference reads, the primary source of funding for the ADL in Southern California, the equivalent in today's dollars of $500,000 a year, came from movie moguls like Louis B. Mayer and Irving Thalberg of MGM Studios. You see, the ADL gets its bucks from the very same MGM Studios who helped distribute the racist film Birth of a Nation, as well as other racist blackface films.
The implication that black people are somehow the face of anti-Semitism has been a consistent theme throughout the history of the ADL. In 2019, the ADL smeared Ilhan Omar as an anti-Semite for tweeting out that the American Israel Political Affairs Committee donating to politicians might have an impact on their positions on Israel. In 2018, the ADL led a campaign against then CNN commentator Mark Lamont Hill for saying, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," which the ADL said was a coded message that secretly meant that Hill wanted to destroy the state of Israel. The ADL campaign got Hill fired from CNN. Going back to the 1980s, the ADL blocked anti-racist school curricula prepared by the National Anti-Klan Network because they deemed it too radical. And in 1967, the ADL compared the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee to a black version of the KKK because of its support for Palestine. To this day, the ADL still conditions its support for black liberation movements on whether or not they support Israel. In 2016, the ADL denounced the Black Lives Matter movement after BLM released a policy platform criticizing Israel. Despite releasing multiple statements condemning the murder of George Floyd, the ADL will never tell you that they're one of the largest non-governmental sponsors of police exchanges between the United States and Israel, where repressive policing tactics are exchanged.
I needed some.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Bahashem YAHAWASHI, Bahashem Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim Wagwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you, Slakia, as well as shalom to the speckled bird who look like the other nations but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson, Slakia, and today's lesson. I want to go into this, this whole ADL thing, which I'm trying to watch what I'm saying because I don't want this video to get taken down or all that stuff. But basically, one of these big major stuff is that they are trying to pin something on us. They're trying to say all these things like. Well, basically, Slakia, because that was the thing at the very beginning, so I just forgot about it because I was listening to all the information. But now, in the beginning of it, it basically talked about how this dude is saying that this attack that happened, it was done by one individual, but at the same time, he's trying to also link that guy who did the thing to Hebrew Israelites when he himself literally said, but at the same time, this guy was acting individual, but we think that he's linked to this stuff. But but by the way, he's still he was doing this as an individual. All right, so it doesn't make sense. And the real reason behind it is that he's trying to demonize the Israelites / demonize or trying to find another excuse to demonize black people as a whole, and that's basically been their goal, as you heard throughout the whole history lesson that this Jake had done. All right, so Proverbs 26 verse 25, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. When he says, okay, well, they are linked to Israelite, we think that he's linked to Israelites. We don't know for certain, we haven't confirmed it, but by the way, he was doing this as an individual. The only reason why he brought that up, if he actually knew, if he actually believed that if he actually believed that person, Slakia, not we, but if he actually believed that person was and was not, if he knew, the fact that he knew that person was acting alone, he was just trying to use that as an excuse to say, let's look at his interests, let's see if we can link him to something. It's kind of like, this person is a Middle Eastern, so that means that he was a jihadist. All right, that's basically the thing that these people always try to do, where they try to find some way to make some sort of brief connection, all right, some faulty connection, in order to pin the blame on us for literally anything, okay, and to demonize and justify attacking a whole group of people as they are that wicked. All right, now hold on one second. Okay, every time I stop talking, that's when it goes away. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter. Alright, Slocky, I got it. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So basically, that's the thing where, for us, we're not supposed to be trusting our enemies, and we have to really look out for when we hear these types of stuff, okay? Because every time Esau tries to push something out there, there's always some hidden agenda behind it where, you know, oh, well, we want to do this, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that, and whatnot. Or it's really just a ploy, you know, to make us seem, oh yeah, we're being fair. We're not just accusing them. We're just saying that it looks pretty suspicious that, you know, these black people are doing this or these black people are doing that and whatnot, rather than just taking it for what it actually is. All right, trying and not trying to find these connections, quote unquote, and then just trying to pin blame on us for something that we didn't do. All right. Now, where's Revelation chapter 12, verse 10? And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. All right. Well, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is basically for the parallel is still there. All right. So that's basically how Esau is in general. I'm not saying that this is saying that Esau is accusing us for and lying on us. That is definitely not what the scripture is using or saying, Slakia. But you know, I'm just using this to illustrate a point where the same way that, you know, we are being blamed and found guilty in the stuff that we're doing, especially like say for you got these people, you have these Israelites that are eating pork. Oh, they love pork rinds, they love eating shrimp, or they love eating whatever, lobster, like all these different things where Esau is the one that's perpetuating us to do these types of stuff. All right, so as a result of that that is the reason why we are found being blamed for these types of stuff, because we are the ones that are being blamed for this stuff. Slocky, we're the ones being blamed for this stuff as a result of Esau perpetuating wickedness. All right, and on us, so that we get blamed for partaking in what he does, because we don't, simply because a lot of our people don't really know any better. All right, so like that's the, what was it? It's let's say for example, hot dogs. All right, depending on the hot dog, like a normal hot dog, unless you get it special, unless you specifically choose like those hot dogs that say chicken hot dogs or turkey hot dogs, but a normal hot dog that just says normal hot dogs on it, that's actually made, I think, with pork primarily, or I think because I'm pretty sure they don't mix beef with pork when they make it. I could be wrong about that, I don't remember, because it's been a long ass time since I read the thing, but I do know that normal hot dogs that don't say anything but just hot dog on it, it literally says pork in it. It's made with pork. So you would think that, okay, well, yeah, you're just eating meat or beef or something like that. Well, actually, you know, hot dogs are made out of normal hot dogs are made out of pork. Okay, not all hot dogs, but you get the picture. All right, so that's an example of trying to make us blamed for something, and in that same thing, this is how Esau works. Is how Esau does stuff where he's always trying to look for something to say, oh, look at this, he's doing something wrong, or these people, these Israelites, they're doing something wrong, you need to punish them, they need to be punished, you need to do this, we need to punish them for the wickedness. Now, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12, yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahawashi shall, let me start over. 2 Timothy 3:12, yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahawashi shall suffer persecution. So when we are attempting our best to live and follow the teachings of YAHAWAH, we are going to be persecuted. We're going to be found blamed for all the stuff that we're doing simply because again, they're always trying to find some reason to make the association of following Yahawashi something bad, just as Yahawashi was blamed for the stuff that he was doing. You realize that the things that Yahawashi was doing, he didn't do anything wrong. He was helping people. He didn't go around, shooting or gang violence or any of that stuff. All right. So, but yet he still was blamed. He still was accused and put to death. All right. So yeah, that's basically the thing where we're gonna have to. Actually, let's get that precept as well. I think this is the wording. I could be wrong. Okay, this is the wording. I keep on getting those two words mixed up. John 13:16. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is greater sent. The servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. Slakia. So, Slakia. So basically, the fact that we're not greater than Yahawashi goes to show that we're going to have to go through the exact same things that Yahawashi went through. If that is our lot. Maybe not everyone's going to go through literally every single thing, but generally, all right, generally we're going to go through certain stuff similar to, which one of those main things is persecution and demonization, where they said there were some people that called Yahawashi doing stuff. What is it? Yeah, so right here it says Matthew chapter 12 verse 27, and if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. Basically they're saying that verse 24 instead. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow doeth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. Basically, they're saying that, Yahawashi is using demons in order to control these demons and stuff like that. He's not actually casting them out. All right, which obviously that was a lie. And again, it was demonization and mischaracterization of Yahawashi, intentional mischaracterization of Yahawashi, in order to make him seem like he was a bad or a terrible person, when in actuality he wasn't. He was a good when he was fulfilling the will of the Father, because as Yahawashi said, there was no one good but Yahweh. All right, so but yes, still Yahawashi was good. Anyway, the main point, okay, because I'm not trying to be confusing, but the main point, let's go continue on. Luke chapter Slakia, again, the main point being how we're going to be seen as and viewed as bad, terrible people and whatnot. They're always trying to look for some sort of reason to point the finger at us. All right, rather than just be better. All right. Where oh yeah, here, Slakia. So Luke chapter 6 verse 21, blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil. For the Son of Man's sake rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner their fathers onto the prophets. That's another thing where, we are going to be blessed as we are spoken down on, because it's the exact same way that Yahawashi was spoken down on and said all these terrible things about, all right, being called what's it called, the prince of devils, the Beelzebub, and all that stuff, making all those associations to Yahawashi, and in that same, on that same token, okay, we're gonna be viewed as terrible people, terrible people, okay, as well. Where in actuality, when the kingdom comes, then that's when we're gonna be praised. All these people that were viewed as bad when they didn't do anything, all right, the Lord's gonna give the actual credit to where credit is due. We're not gonna seek any validation from men, all right. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. And that's the thing where we're not trying to get the ministry blamed. We're not trying to do things to the point where, okay, well, now we have to suffer as a result of what goes on, all right, as a result of some outlier, all right, claiming and repping the thing. Because that's the thing, like in gang violence and stuff like that, if one gang member does something stupid like attacking someone for no reason, then everyone's going to have to fight and take the blame for that one person, okay? Because we are kind of uniformed in that sense, not necessarily genuinely uniform, because they also acknowledge that a parallel example is, there's multiple different subsections of Muslims. Okay, I think there's two. I don't know for a fact. There's also several different Christian faiths, doctrines and whatnot. Jehovah's Witness, regular Christianity. I don't know what that's called. Catholic and more. All right, there's different things and stuff like that where people acknowledge that not everyone's going to be the same, even though they claim a certain belief. All right, but yeah, we're not supposed to be finding things and doing stuff like that. All right, which for the most part, I think that we don't. I'm pretty sure there was one dude that did kind of do that, but it was like he was an individual. He wasn't really with anyone. So yeah, that was another thing. But again, like that's another thing where literally Esau always does this type of stuff where he will make just like if you saw Judas and the Black Messiah, I think the movie, I forgot the name of the movie, if that's not it, all right, where someone infiltrated the Black Panther Party, and then it was just from that one person being such a highly trusted member, all right, say all he had to do is throw a brick at the president or something like that. Oh, well, now the whole thing, because of one person, they all are a threat and whatnot. All right, these are the things that we have to be aware of. All right, now Matthew chapter 10 verse 16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, where we're not supposed to be going around and attacking people and hurting people. We're supposed to just be circumspect, all right, be wise, and keep things peaceful, and let Yahawashi be the one that delivers the judgment. Okay, now Proverbs 20 verse 22, which perfectly fits in with what I just said. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. So the Lord is going to cast his judgment, and we will not need to do so. So with that, I praise this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakwak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abad Ball, and Shalom.